Joining us now, Republican National Committee Chairman Michael Whatley. Chairman, good to see you this morning. We had planned a different conversation. I'm wondering how you're feeling now that we've all seen this video multiple times. You've had a chance to digest that we could be having a very different story or conversation this morning.
We could be, and obviously we're very relieved that the president is okay. We are heartbroken for the families of those who were shot and the lives that were lost. And I think that it kind of gives you a sense of the gravity of what we're talking about here, and that we as a Republican Party, we stand firmly behind President Trump, and we really do grieve for the families of the rest of the victims of this incident. It's a horrific incident.
We know a convention takes 18 months more, 2 years to get planned. From everything from messaging to security, how did the events of last night impact the plans here? In
terms of the physical sense, the arena's set. The security is here, and we feel very comfortable that we're working with the Secret Service. We're working with 40 different law enforcement agencies in terms of what that security is going to look like. And this is going to be a facility where we're going to be able to have 50,000 delegates and alternates and guests and members of the media who are going to be here and who are going to be safe. That's very critical for us. Look, our business is critically important for the process, right? We're going to be nominating President Trump for the president, and we're going to be nominating a vice president. They're going to give their speeches to accept those nominations, and then we're going to move back into the field. We're going to roll up our sleeves, and we're going to go to work. So that is not going to change. Clearly, I think the mood is going to. I mean, the number of prayers that I have received, the texts that I have received from people all across the country who are praying for President Trump, who are praying for the families of those who were affected in the shooting, that is tremendously important. I know it's important to the president. I know it's important to the family. It's certainly important to me.
Well, it does feel like there was some divine intervention, potential miracle in what happened yesterday. I want to read you something from the Wall Street Journal editorial board, talks through where we are, the tone of where we are, and says that President Trump will win over more Americans if he comes here and tells his followers they need to fight peacefully and within the system. If the Trump campaign is smart in thinking about the country as well as the election, it will make the theme of Milwaukee a call to political unity and the better angels of American nature. They go on to say that's going to leave plenty of room for criticizing Democrats and their failed policies, but the country wants civil disagreement and discourse, not civil war. What about that theme of unity this week?
Look, I think unity is obviously very important. I think strength is obviously very important. But right now, this morning, I think politics is secondary. I think right now we need to be praying for these families that have been affected. I think we need to be grateful that President Trump is alive and is actually going to be here. And certainly we look forward to him being here in Milwaukee. And I think it's going to be a tremendously important for him to be here and to deliver that message to America.
Do you think that this is a bit of a wake-up call, that rhetoric has gotten so heated? There are accusations and, comments about the fact that electing somebody would be the end of democracy as we know it, that kind of thing. We had former Attorney General Bill Barr say last night, Democrats have got to stop their grossly irresponsible talk about President Trump being an existential threat to democracy. He is not. Where do we go in our political conversation? I mean, this country is built on being able to disagree and do it in a very heated way. But what about this?
Well, it is. But there is no place in politics in any way, shape or form for this kind of violence, for these types of actions. It's a horrific act. And we certainly don't know all of the details, and we're going to have time for investigations on it. But right now, I think everybody in America needs to stop. They need to pause. They need to reflect on what is actually important for us in this political process going forward. And, fortunately, we are here in Milwaukee, and the show is going to take place. I think it's tremendously important for us as a country that the Republican Party is going to move forward. We are going to be strong. We are going to be resilient. And certainly President Trump is going to be strong and resilient.
Well, we all look forward to seeing him well and on the stage and with his pick. Any sense of timing on that?
Well, I certainly believe it's going to take place soon. How's that? Look, I think right now we fully expect that the president is going to be making that announcement. But again, this morning, the time for us right now is to reflect on what happened yesterday and to breathe deep on the implications of it. Think about those families. Think about the president. And we have time for politics later.
We will. All right, Chairman, good to see you. And we wish you all the best with the convention this week.
Absolutely. Thank you, Shannon.
Thank you.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.